What's going on, guys? It's Bryce again. Welcome to another episode of Expedition to Try. This is the day-to-day thoughts and insights for May 18th, 2021. The other day, I was listening to the radio on my way to the gym, and they were discussing an incident that occurred in a town nearby in the Rochester area where someone was in trouble with the police for running some secret operation or something and using cryptocurrencies as a way to cover their tracks. I don't know the exact details, so don't quote me on anything because what actually happened isn't important, because what these radio show hosts were talking about was the cryptocurrency aspect of the whole story. So I was drawn to this conversation because in the past couple weeks, I would say I've been falling down the rabbit hole of cryptocurrencies and learning more about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the other altcoins out there. And I think it's fascinating. So anytime someone discusses the implications of blockchain technology and all these different coins and all the different companies coming out with new technology, it's fascinating to me. So I like to listen to other people's thoughts and opinions. The issue that I had with this discussion that these radio hosts were having is that none of them had any knowledge of cryptocurrency or blockchain or anything to do with these things. They were basing their arguments on opinions alone. So that's where the inspiration for this day-to-day comes in. So what I'm thinking about is how ridiculously powerful knowledge is. I cannot fathom anyone who says they don't like learning new things. It just baffles me. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how anyone could live a life without wanting to learn new things. When you take the time to sit down and invest yourself in learning something new, whether it be through books, podcasts, YouTube channels, blogs, any form of media out there. If you're taking the time to sit there and learn something new, I believe you continuously grow as an individual. When you're learning, you're becoming a better human being through this knowledge that you're now attaining. So when you're learning something new, there are a couple different ways that I can see it going. And the first way is you start learning something new and it has the ability to change your perspective, teach you something new, add to your knowledge, or it could add to your current understanding on a topic. So it improves your current understanding as well as puts you a little bit farther ahead in your understanding of that thing. On the other side of it, if you learn about something new and you find that you don't agree with it, you don't agree with that perspective or that idea, and you don't believe in what this individual is talking about, that can still be beneficial. Because I think when it happens like that, that knowledge just reinforces what you already know and what you already believe. And I think that's beneficial because when someone asks you to explain why you believe something, you can still use that knowledge from the book or podcast, whatever it is, to explain why you believe this way and not that way. So no matter what, when you're learning new things, it can be beneficial even if you don't agree with it or if you do agree with it. Learning new things builds you up as a human being. It forms your thoughts, your opinions, your interest, disinterest, routines, and all these other aspects of your life. And it gets you closer to the point at which you're the person you're meant to be. Even if we never reach that point where we're the exact person we are meant to be, learning new things helps us get closer to that point. And as we continue to get closer to that point, we're able to focus our attention on the things that we want to focus on. Because we've taken the time to learn all these new topics and we've found out what we agree with, what we don't, We can focus on the things that really interest us and put the other things to the side. But there's always more things out there for us to learn about. Even if we think we know everything there is to know about a topic, we feel like we figured ourselves out, we figured out what we like, what our opinions are. There's always something else out there that can either reinforce our beliefs, teach us something new, or deconstruct our current ideas. So learning never ends. There's always more things that we can pick up and listen to and watch and get us closer to a point of knowing who we are and knowing what we're interested in. And the other part of this conversation that the radio hosts were having that just bothered me was how adamant they were that cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology were just horrible things and scams, even though these people had literally no knowledge on the subject. They're just basing their opinions on things they've probably heard from passerbys, but they've never done the research themselves. That part of it bothered me. I just personally do not understand how you can form opinions on a topic that you have no knowledge on. How can you fight for or against something when you don't have the knowledge to back up the claims that you're making? Have you ever tried to have a conversation with someone when your ideas, thoughts, and opinions are coming from knowledge because you took the time to research the thing, and all their knowledge is coming from opinions and opinions alone? It's impossible to have a constructive conversation with someone like that. Any facts, figures, or any type of information that you throw at this individual, they will continue to come back at you with their opinions as a way to not lose the argument. They'll do whatever they can to come out ahead, even though they don't know anything about this topic. So at the end of this conversation, argument, debate, you'll walk away exhausted because you just threw all this information and nothing came of it. But this other person will walk away completely normal and null because the conversation didn't even matter. You didn't strike their ego at all because they don't care about this topic. They were just sharing their opinion because they didn't believe in you, but they don't have anything to back it up. They don't care. Listen, I'm not going to say that I've never formed opinions on something without thoroughly researching it. I've done it before. We all do. What I'm saying is it's my personal goal now and my hope that other people will try to not form opinions on topics that they haven't done thorough research on. I don't want to have arguments with people and disagree with other individuals on topics that I don't know anything about. I like learning. I like researching. I like just reading and listening to new topics that I've never really heard of. That's how I got into cryptocurrency and all the blockchain technology. I fell into the rabbit hole and it's fascinating to me. So now I personally feel like I can have a discussion with someone on whether or not it could be good in the future or maybe it could not be good. As long as that other person has a similar baseline of knowledge as I do. In my eyes, you don't have to argue and debate with someone when they don't or you don't have the knowledge on the subject. I don't think there's anything wrong with someone asking you your opinion on something and you responding by saying, I don't have enough information on the topic in order to form an opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's what I do with a lot of topics because I don't want to say something wrong and form an opinion when I literally don't know anything about it. To me, that just leads to bad things, honestly. It just leads to arguments and it leads to hurt feelings. I don't want that to happen. I would rather take the time to do the research on topics I'm interested in and then have that discussion with the individual. Go out there and learn some new shit. Go read some books. Go read some blogs and listen to podcasts and just go out there and learn something new. If you're interested in any topic, look it up online. Google's your best friend. Or Bing, if you're like me. Get those points. Just look stuff up that interests you. But don't only look at the articles and media that aligns with your opinion. Look at the other side of the story too. Because like I said earlier, because you can either have it change your perspective or teach you something new, or you can have it reinforce your current beliefs and tell you that your current opinions are what you believe. There's no downside to learning new things. So go out there, learn something new, and try your best not to form opinions without having knowledge to back it up. Thank you for watching this day to day. Sorry to go on a rant there, but I appreciate you sticking through. If you would like to check out the written version of this day to day, you can check it out at expeditiontotry.com/day-to-days, or you can just click the link below. And if you did enjoy this episode, be sure to share it with your friends. Leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you thought. I love hearing from you all, and I look forward to sharing more and hearing more of your thoughts. So thanks again, peace out, and good luck, everybody.